Hello and welcome back to Transport v2 Hard Mode. When we last left this, before everything kind of went pear-shaped, I mean in the world, not in the game, we were just on the brink of starting a new model truck on these roads. Now I've fast-forwarded time just to the new year, and we have got the bends now. So our next job is basically to effectively reduce the number of trucks. As you can see, the Cannstatt here is only has a capacity of 5, whereas the Benz can be 7 or 8 for specific goods. So that will already improve our transport capacity quite a bit, thus reducing the effective running costs of having this many vehicles. Now, obviously, we want to also have a look at the age of the vehicles themselves. A lot of them are already in pretty bad condition, and that's where we're going to start. We don't actually have a budget to do everything in one go without breaking bank, and to be honest, you don't really want to, because you've invested in this anyway. So you might as well let these run while they're still in relatively good condition, and pay off some loan instead. So that's what we're going to do. You can see that they're slowly flipping here to mediocre. So we're going to start with this line here. We're going to manage the vehicles. There we go. And we're going to take the lot of them. And since this is a food line, we'll have to use the regular truck. Now you see this is 1.2 million just out the window there, basically for just the one line. So there we go. Now, what's going to happen is basically you're going to have an overabundance of trucks on that line. So once the trucks start backing up, you can sell them off again. It will use you a little bit of money, but it's the easier way to do it. The harder way being that you basically just sell off the trucks beforehand by formula. But that never accounts for the actual growth factor of the city anyway, while the line was active. See these Cannstatts here, they're not even managing to take away the food that we have here. I expanded this by 2 points and they're still accumulating massive amounts of food. So this line will need an upgrade, simply because it's so long, and it transports back and forth. It needs bigger trucks to be really effective. But first we're going to go and have a look at the line that we just did upgrade. So here we are. And lo and behold, they're not actually standing still, because again, the production will ramp up as the transport capacity ramps up and as the city grows. And Streatham has actually grown quite a little bit already. I mean, we have reached 190 residents, so the food demand is slowly going up. We're meeting it, but then there is growth. So yeah. We'll let that run for a little bit. If the trucks do start backing up, oh, here we go. We're reaching that point. And I think we're going to get rid of this bad boy. Bye-bye. And maybe... if they're only there for a couple of seconds, it's not that bad. You will need them, but as soon as you have 2 parked, it's basically reached a point where you need to get rid of one. So we'll do that. So spread themselves out. They're obviously faster as well, so that also makes a difference. The line spread becomes different over time. Go backed up again, so let's sell another truck. And well, when we look at that, another one. And this is basically the micromanagement. It's like line optimization. Make sure that trucks don't stand still for longer than they absolutely have to, because every vehicle that's standing still is losing money. Well, looks like one more truck needs to hit the road. Figuratively. And there we are. Balanced out. Right. Let's go and have a look at this really big food line over here, because this will benefit dramatically from a faster vehicle. I don't even think that we'll need to remove any vehicles from this, given how much they've accumulated here. I mean, this number isn't going any higher because there's actually a deterioration. Cargo gets lost when a station is overloaded, so if I extended this station further, they would probably have 100 or 110 lying here, which they can't get rid of. So there's really no other alternative. These trucks need to be upgraded. So let's have a look at the line. Yep. Now we're going to manage all the vehicles on this line. This is going to be expensive. 40 odd vehicles. We might not even have enough money for this. Let's have a look. Ooh, 2.6. Yep, we got to do it. It's gonna hurt. Ow, that hurt. Okay. Oh, there we go. Also, something you need to bear in mind is vehicles start upgrading. Obviously, the top speed will also be affected by the type of roads that you have on your routes. So, whereas now the top speed is 40 and the top speed on this type of road is also 40, it doesn't have an impact. Later on, if the roads don't upgrade themselves, all your route roads need to be upgraded for the trucks that do 60 and then later more 80 or 100 kilometers an hour. Otherwise, your trucks just become ineffective. Anyway, let's see if there's if this is making any dent. Yeah, you see this is still at 80, so even with the 30% transport capacity upgrade, these guys are not making a dent in this, but they will be making more money, so that's the upside of that. And there's more throughput, because obviously every truck that delivers grain is picking up food, which is getting delivered to Godalming. Right. That's good. I'll let that one run for a bit. And obviously this line here, I mean, this just massive amounts of trucks. How many we got on here? 30 vehicles. No. It's 30, and then obviously this line as well, so we're going to need at least another 3 million before we can make that happen. Which is fine. Bring our earnings potential up. Yeah. 5 kilometers an hour might not seem like much, but over 40 odd trucks and the distance we're traveling, it does make a difference. And so the next question is, do we start considering the possibility of a bus line? Given that we're growing a couple of towns relatively close together, it may be worth considering doing a bus line from Burton upon Trent through Potton down to Godalming. I think that's that will really foment growth, and it'll make these lines all the more profitable. I mean, passenger lines themselves might not be the most profitable line at the best of times, but due to the growth factor themselves, they actually do become quite beneficial. So let's have a look at that. Now we want to try and avoid putting the buses on the same trajectory as the trucks, because as traffic increases they will actually get in each other's way, but we do want to be in the center. So since the trucks are coming on the right hand side here, we're going to have the bus come round the other way, so it's going to go outbound that way, and then it'll come down here. It'll stop as close as possible to the center on this side and on the way back, and then we're going to have a bus stop. Oof. The difficult one. Oh dear. We're gonna need 2 stops here. It'll come in that way, And it'll stop on the way out. There. That's it. That's our bus route for now. So let us set her up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back home. Passenger color is usually light green. I don't know why somebody did it once and I just kind of picked it up, but that's usually the line color we use. So we have road passengers from Broadway Avenue down Manchester Road all the way up to Kingsway. So forget the names of the towns again. Damn it. All right. Burr, Pot, Godalming. Okay. So we'll call them Burr, God, via Pot. Yeah, wonderful. And our closest depot to a station will be here. And we will take... Let's have a look. No, that's really a no-brainer. Given the length of the line, we need to take the Gagger now. So let's buy 6 of these for now. We need to spread out over the line anyway. Run, fly, be free. Wow, there's a lot of traffic here. Okay, off they go. And we have a passenger waiting. Hello. 4 people. Wow, 5. Yep, that's a good sign. That's a sign of growth. So basically at a later stage we're actually going to have to demolish some of these houses and make a proper terminus on these, otherwise it'll just these stations will just overfill, because it's very unlikely that we'll be able to adjust the passenger capacity to pick up. As buses grow bigger, you just have a lot of accumulation of people. And again, like with cargo, if there's too many standing around, you're going to end up losing them, and that's just wasted money. So it's worth the investment over time to actually put in a proper depot for passengers as well. So how's our breakdown coming of this massive stock of... here we go. Will you look at that? While we were busy, they snuck away all the grain, so we can actually get rid of a nice handful of these trucks. Very good. That makes me a happy camper. 2 waiting, 2 waiting. No. Still counts. Yeah, that seems balanced. Good stuff. So we've already reduced the volume of trucks on here a little bit. That's good. Oh, wow. You see, this is the problem here. There's already 50 odd people standing there. Yikes. I do believe we're probably best served if we actually do an internal line in Godalming as well, just to get people circulating around the city before the car traffic volume gets too big. So what we'll just do is we'll make this a loop around route with the 2 stations we already have. We'll put one more in here and just basically add a new line and just go 1, 2, 3. There we go. You'll have a loop. Very good. Wow, it's fine. There's no stops there anyway, so they won't get too much in each other's way. Except here, maybe. Well, we'll see. So we will call this road passenger Godalming circular. There it is. Give them 4 buses for now. Off they go. See if we can get people spread out around town, because I do think a few of these people just want to go here and they're clogging up this bus stop. So yeah, that's what we'll do then. And we have 2.8 million, so how about we look at upgrading the small line first, which is the fuel line here. Because it's only 18 vehicles, what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of 4. And we're going to exchange the rest for the Benz. There we go. Whole bunch of good Benzes. And a reduced number of vehicles on the line. Let's see how we're doing in terms of waiting times here. Obviously the throughput is now still relatively balanced because we've reduced the number of trucks already. So even the small ones bringing in oil are coping nicely. Now, given that this line has 30 vehicles, I'm inclined to take at least 6 off this, to be honest. So we're going to do that. We're going to sell 6. And we're going to make the rest Benzes. That makes this exercise more viable. There we go. Done. We do have an accumulation of oil here as well, which needs to be removed. So they'll take a while to get rid of this. It'll be like the grain as well. Next time we come back, they'll all be happy campers waiting for oil. Right. So that's that. Oh, and this one's actually accumulating. What do you know? Oh, we'll see how that goes. Maybe if they have excessive on this line, we can switch them over to the fuel line and take it from there. Right. Now, while I was looking this in offline mode, I was actually thinking there's a possibility here to start planning what would be our first actual rail line, because while we can't make a truck depot big enough to catch these 2 farms, if we were to put a rail line along the road that connects the farms in a way that obviously everything else would have to be moved, but in a way that it connects on both ends, then that railroad station would catch the produce of both farms. And the idea being it then crosses the river and comes straight down to a rail terminus here where it produces food. The food then goes back to here. It's a different type of cart, so that's going to put a little bit of dent in. But the reason I want the food back here is because then I can distribute it through the existing line here, and also relatively easy with trucks up to Egham, which obviously, you know, is already a reasonably sized town. So giving them food, considering they have more demand than Godalming at the moment, is actually not a bad thing. Although I think they're probably over 90 by now. Oh yeah, look at that. Ah, they really shot up. 151. Nice. So yeah, that's basically the plan. Bring the second farm in, because we will also be reaching our production cap on this farm. Well, we have reached our production cap. We're just ticking on it. So because we can only produce 100 food, we need to get the second farm going one way or another. And now that we've basically balanced out our trucks, looking at rail is the next sensible step. And we'll see how we can do that. Although I'm a bit worried because it is a massive investment. I mean, to get the railroad lines, the bridges and everything else in, it's going to cost at least 6 million with the trains. So yeah, we've got a long way to go, especially considering that we haven't paid off our loan yet. This whole Benz introduction really burnt through quite a lot of money. So we're going to bring this down a little bit, because obviously the loan interest payments, while it not seem like much on hard mode, make a big difference, because the margins are not that big. They're really not. Right. This is our last line we need to upgrade for trucks, and boy do they need it. Although this is because it's by ship, isn't it? Yeah, let me have a look here. Quarry. and end up with a lot of parked trucks waiting for the next ship to come in. Mind you, that seems like it's going to be a lot of overhang there. Yeah. Truck upgrades, probably a good idea. So let's do that. We'll just do a 1-to-1 upgrade. Ben's top. Sorry. I did mean all of them. Ugh, 800,000 out the window. There we go. Right. So now we might be able to reduce this backlog of... Because obviously the stone goes straight into the construction materials plant, so that's not even a point. The problem is actually what's being transported into this humongous town. Lovely. Construction materials is a 1-to-1 conversion. So this one quarry will produce as much as this will produce in construction materials. So whilst demand doesn't exceed 200 here, this won't go beyond the second point. I mean, it is producing 300 now, but it'll only ever ship as much as the town needs. So the third point will jump up when this reaches probably about 180, 190. Until then, these trucks look like happy campers. We're slowly reaching the bottom end of the production line. Let's repay a little bit more. Could we connect Epsom up to somewhere? That's the question. Yeah, see, this is probably a little bit far. Although the passenger lines do spread out over time. So we do, like here, for instance, we have 50 and 20. We have literally hundreds of people here, probably. 83. So what we can do is we can just chuck some more buses on that line. They're not going to go empty in either direction, so we'll be all right. Let's say we'll put another 6 on. 6, yeah, 6 looks good. Off you go. And right, go ferry people. How are we looking here? You see, they're not backed up. No, 2. Yeah, this seems well balanced. How are we looking over here? Yep, not backing up either. Good stuff. Very good. Here's Godalming's other resource. Production chain, 2 bridges. Will be an expensive endeavor, so we won't touch that for now. Right, our boys looking here. Aha, there we go. Backing up, very good. Let's get rid of that. That. You as well. Right, that should be it. One leaves, one comes in. Yep. They have plenty stored here. Yep, this is at 300. So these 2 boats are also making a boatload of cash, no pun intended. I kid, totally pun intended. Yep, always profitable. No months where they're losing money, which is great. That's the way it should be. So let's have a look at the overall condition of our vehicles. Nothing old, everything is right as rain. This obviously helps city growth as well, because if there's not much pollution coming through, then people are happier to stick to the town centers. Right. Very good. Now, I think we can probably at this stage start the date speed going forward a bit, since we've already dealt with all the benzes. So let's let technology roll a little bit and see if we can get something nicer on the train side. That's actually one thing that this game is missing, is a proper projection planning tool whereby you can put everything in virtually and calculate the cost of construction without committing to it. That would be awesome. How's our bus route looking? Yep. Definitely a lot of people wanting to go back. Well, we didn't really make that big of a dent, did we? Right. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. You're getting another 6 vehicles. Happening. Right. There's actually an easy tool manufactory here. Forest, planks, planks, tools, tools. Small train line would do the trick. Yeah, you see, this is the problem here. That's 200 grand just for the station. We haven't put any rail down yet or anything. But it's a big city. So, how do we do this? We want to put one in here. One in here. And we need a double track throughput cargo station here. So what we're going to do is we're going to bulldoze that. There we go. Well, it'd make life easier. Just configure the station properly when you build it, you moron. But there you go. So, the thing here is we don't actually need a tools train because the tools will just basically be carted off in the other direction. So we can just basically... Oh, that always happens to me. We can just put in this, and once that's done, put in a little terminal here. Come on. There. And let's put a road in. And a road in there. Right. And now we just need a cargo building to connect there. So, look. How about you? No? About this one? No. I'm being a bit idiotic about this, aren't I? I totally am. Right. There we go. That's what. Perfect. Right. So train tracks. There. This one needs a delivery and a departure track, actually. So let's do that. There. Gone and done it the wrong way around, haven't you? Friggin' moron. It's okay. Money's easy enough to make. If you're wondering why I'm doing this before I do my plan with the food, it's because I'm basically like a dog with a ball. I get distracted by these things. But it's all good. This will make money, so money's what we need. It's what we're here for. Right. So initially I think we're just going to run the one train that'll take everything in both directions, but at some stage we might need to up the ante a little bit when we bring more wood in. But for the time being, we're just going to put our little X's in, and that'll be it. There. This doesn't need an X because it will actually go straight through the train station in the correct direction. Very good. Straight as a crow flies? No, it doesn't. Why doesn't it? Ah, there's a hill there. Okay. Do we want to make a little tunnel? Do we need a little tunnel? I think we do, probably. Right, if we do this. Oh, God, no. Whoa. Yeah, 1.1 million. Sure, why not? We're flush. Cripes. Okay. After the tunnel, we're going to double the track. Done. This is just unacceptable. There. You will be a road underneath at some point, or not. I mean, who really cares about an iron mine? Right. We're gonna need a depot. A depot to service this line. Where do we want a depot? Let's It's a single track on this end. We might as well do it here. And there. Now, we're only transporting logs and planks, which is just one type of carriage. Handy dandy. So what we want is cargo wagons with stakes. Very good. Let me take 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ouch. Ouch. Yeah, you see, this is the problem when you start building a rail line without sufficient money. You can't buy yourself a bloody train. Plus the PLM. So we need 3.1 million for this to even start working. And we haven't even put the trucks on yet either. So, wonderful. Okay, let's let that run for a bit. Let's see how our tools delivery is in relation to what we have in the episode. What are we doing? What are we doing? Buildings delivery. No. Tools need to be delivered down by the river. There. Yes. Yes, that's where tools are going to be put in. Right. Perfect. So we're going to do a new line from hither to nether. Lovely. It's going to be tools. They need to wait for the factory to build it. And we're going to call this road freight. Epsom tools. Lovely. I'm only going to put a truck on there when we actually have a train running, otherwise it'll just waste money. I mean, all this infrastructure is now costing money, which is not optimal, but yeah, it's what happens when you're a dog with a bone. It's actually a pretty line. It's not too long. It just single resource manufacturing, so you don't need to pool stuff together to make something happen. I think this will be just fine. What's going on here? Are we accumulating trucks? No, we're not. It's all good. Right, 2.3 million. Ah, lovely. Schaffhausen. What does this mean for our water freight? So the Schaffhausen is 32 kilometers an hour, and it has 130 capacity, as opposed to what do we currently have? What are we running? Dinara Castle or Riggies? I don't even know. What are we running on here? What are you? You're oh god. Yeah, okay. So you're a Riggy. Riggy 70. Double the capacity? Do we need it? I mean, it's such a short line, we could probably just run the one boat, to be honest. That'll cut costs. Yeah, let's do that. So you are gonna go bye-bye. And you are gonna get an upgrade. Oh wow, yeah, it is considerably faster as well. Oh, there we go, there's another 1.2 million. I wasn't going to spend straight away, but dog with a bone. Sorry, can't help it. Okay. 130. How much do we have waiting here? 125, 130. Oh, wow, okay. I may need to increase the size of this dock so we don't lose that much stone over the side. Let's just let the ship pick up what's there. This may actually require 2 ships after all. Maybe one of these and a Riggy? It's so much slower though. I don't know. Anyway. Bowser. Right, you there. Configure. Buy. Cargo dock. Have a large cargo dock. 450,000. Wonderful. And a large landing. Good. Done. Everybody happy? Would seem so. Yup. Yup. That's good. Excellent. Get back to it. That way 130 doesn't fall off the dock into the river. Which is kind of nice. We don't lose stone. How are we doing here? 154. Once we give these people tools, this town will absolutely explode. So we're definitely going to want to connect it up either by waterways, which actually, come to think of it, is almost genius, because we could totally connect it into the network of buses down here by simply ferrying people up and down the river from Epsom and Crawlington all the way to Streatham. It's probably not going to make a lot of money, but it's going to put people traveling around, which is really what we want. We want people going places. Cities growing because people go there. So yeah, that's definitely a plan for further down the line, especially when we have slightly faster ships. God, focus, man. Here we go. How close are we to making a train? I'm just going to sit here now and wait for the money to tick over. We take 2. We're really going to need more, aren't we? Yeah. Thing is, I don't want to... Oh, well. Come to think of it, the achievement of not taking out additional loans. Yeah. It's still pending. I'm going to try and make it happen. So bear with me on this one. 3.1 million. We'll get there. Anyway, let's carry on planning. So yeah, passengers on the water, definitely something worth doing. We could, I mean, if this town grows, we could even connect it with just a small bus route. In fact, again, short train line. It's almost the same configuration as up in Epsom, so you've got the factory right next to the town, which is brilliant. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, if I do have another 6 million left over later on, I can just connect this up. It's not going to generate a lot at the beginning because the town's still small, but it is the easiest resource to produce, because the other one, which also happens to be right next to it, also requires steel, which requires iron and coal, which is just a whole different proposition. Anyway, what else have we got down here? Do. Milton Keynes, food and construction materials. Yeah, no. Nope. Fuel, who needs fuel? They need fuel. Red car. Right. Oh, this is lovely. Look at this. 2 farms, 1 bakery. So if we actually, because there's more food takers down here, so once this set here isn't enough to do these 2, we have another farm here that could probably serve these 3 towns that need food, which is cool. Oh, actually 4 towns that need food. Crikey. Well, okay, more food here. Good. Factory there, so that can go to there. Yes, doable. Money coming in. Do I really need a PLM, to be honest? Well, yeah. I mean, it is considerably faster than trucks, so no point putting a train line down and not using something that's at least 20 kilometers an hour faster and takes more. Will you bugger off? Go away. You PLM. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Off we go. Our first train line. Yippity day. Okay. So you, where are you? There you are. New line. From there to there to there. Perfection. One should have a full load there. Unlimited waiting time. And we have our first train freight. Epsom logs and where's the ampersand? And planks. Planks. Good. And since that's the grain color, let's change it to the logs and planks color. Any one of these browns will do, thank you. How are we doing? We're doing good, good, good. Right, depot over here. Give me a couple of tarp trucks. And go to the Epsom Tools line. Go fetch the tools. Right, we didn't actually put any signals down here, but then while it's just one train, I'm not going to bother. They just cost money, so we'll just let the train run as it is for now. Once we have a second and a third train, we will obviously make use of the signals. In fact, putting this X in already was more expensive than it needed to be. And the little bugger is full. Look at that. Look at that. Awesome. Now we're going to let them run off, and while they produce planks, there's plenty of storage space here for the few planks that he is going to produce, and so the next time he comes around, he'll actually take a portion of planks. Obviously, it'll only be half of what he brings when he comes in. You go, little man. Let's ride our train, shall we? Speed down a bit. Yay! Alright, first time into our first tunnel. Look, Mommy, a tunnel! I do like trains. Magnificent. And off he goes. Oh yes, we're going to need to make this train a lot longer. The problem is he doesn't actually have the tractive power to take all these wagons that we need for him. So, in fact, let's actually have a look at the tractive power rating. So he's still on good there. What if we add good, 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 good? Really? Ah, there we go. That's our limit. So 64 capacity. We need 1.4 million. We'll actually do this when he comes back because there's no point doing it now. He's already left the loaded station. So, but we do have some planks down here, which will be turned into tools, which will be taken into city. Chibi, where are you? Ride like the wind. Yeah, this is going to make us a lot of money. I think there's a very high demand for tools here, so we need to produce 165, which means this already needs to go up to level 2 right away, which is 200, which is as much as we're going to be able to manufacture with the one camp. So yeah, this will be at capacity in no time, and we could feed in a second logging camp from here. Actually, not too difficult. So if we need a production beyond 200 tools, we can do it without breaking too much of a sweat, which is awesome. Doom, doom, doom. Right. Come on then, big boy, let's give you some more state cars. Done. Off you go. Go get them logs. Wow. 300 and something wood. Right, yeah, definitely consider putting a second train down, I would say. So let this guy roll. What we're gonna need is one light Yeah. Right, that should do it. It's enough for 4 trains on that line, if need be. So we need 4 million for this train to work. Has he produced anything yet? He has. He's produced 16. Lovely. And the trucks have taken it? No, they haven't. Odd. Am I missing something here? You're connected. Where are your tools? Is he maybe consuming them directly? No. No, that can't be. Oh, okay. Right. Turd buckets. I mean bollocks. Oh, I never get this right. No, it works the way I wanted to. They are connected to all of this, but for some reason the tools don't get schlepped across the bloody train line. So, given that rather unfortunate predicament, what we're going to do is quite simply do this for now. We can amend that at a later stage. Are you connected now? Yes, you are. Wonderful. Okay. Right, back to business. He's saying shipment 9, but he's not shipping anything. Am I missing something here? Oh, that is a bit of a head scratcher. I guess I'm gonna tell you to go to the other station. Off you go. You seem confused. They're burning money for no apparent reason. Epson transfer, load, yes. No cargo restrictions, and down here we are unloading tools in where the tools belong. What am I missing? Where is my mistake? Tools aren't going anywhere. Train can't take away the tools. Shipment, transport. Transport's not working. Why is transport not working? What the actual... What in the name of... Alright. You there. Go away as well. Oh, here we go. Tools. Yay. Alright. I was about to say, something was going seriously wrong here. 7 tools. Good. Off you go. Chop chop. Transport away. 2 trucks are probably not going to be enough for a train load, so Yeah, we'll just double the number. That should be fine. Oh, you see now, repay loan, buy another train. Repay loan, buy another train. Conundrums. Alright, let's ask the train how much money he's making. Ooh, he is making money. He is making money, definitely. And we could happily have two of them making money because this station is absolutely chock-a-block. Yeah. I think we probably should. Not enough money. Should be there though. 4.3. Come on, how much will one of these trains cost when it's new? No, damn it, missed it. 4.4. No. Come on. Oh, me the money. 4.5. No. Dear me. 4.6. Yes, there we go. Train number 2. They're probably clashing now because, yeah, crap. Oh well. Swings and roundabouts. Right. So here comes train number 1, which won't even make a dent. And follow that up with train number 2. That already cost 114,000. Crikey. Still standing trains, not a good thing. Anyway, break through there, and that train should be on its way. Yes, awesome. Is this line configured correctly with the back and forth? It is indeed. Very good. Tools are being transported. I'm actually just, to be on the safe side, going to add one more car. Well, I was going to add another cargo platform to here, but apparently I don't have enough money. Oh dear, we're in the red. Come on, there we go. Right, and we're back at 1 million. Peanuts. Okay, and we'll leave it there for now. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Cheerio.